The Cheeseboy 628 Show, starring Cheeseboy 628.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy 628 here today giving you another Theory Thursday. Today on the topic of NU Hyper Offense, I definitely wanted to do a Theory Thursday on this team. It is working so well for me, doing wonders, and so I thought I'd give you guys some secrets of it, show you why it works, show you how to prepare for it, find its weaknesses, because it's definitely not perfect. I've definitely lost a couple times, but it has helped me ladder quite a bit. Now my team is fully physically defensive of Violite, Piloswine getting up my rocks, Banded Sock, which has an extremely powerful close combat, and with Sturdy you are guaranteed to get an amazing close combat off. Next you got Scarf Braviary. It's pretty powerful and it's a pretty good scouter for what's faster than you, what is actually scarfed in the tier. Then I have Specs Jinx, just does a ton of damage, it's a great special attacker in the tier. Then I have Life Orb Scolipede with Swords Dance, so it's going to do a ton of damage and has pretty nice coverage. And then finally I have a specially defensive of Violet Wartortle, which will do my spinning. Now let's see why this team is so effective. The 3 points I want to cover on why this team is so great is revenge killing, punching holes, and momentum. First off, in the beginning I'm just trying to get some rocks up. Miltank's going to be pretty bulky, but once you find the opportunity, you come in with Banded Sock, and I already punched a giant hole in his team because his spin blocker's gone, his only ghost gone, and so Sock is free to get off a bunch of close combats. Unfortunately, the rocks break my Sturdy, so Wartortle also can't spin since he's gone, and that's something I'll talk about in the next battle. But yeah, as you can see, I can do a bunch of revenge killing, especially with Braviary. It's scarfed, and thankfully breaking through a bunch of hacks, I'm able to take out the rest of his team with Braviary. Because Sock was able to punch some holes in my opponent's team where Braviary wouldn't necessarily be able to OHKO, Braviary was able to come in right at the opportune moment where Roselia was just setting up spikes, which was definitely not the best play, unfortunately, because Braviary is scarfed, able to take out the rest of his team, get a ton of momentum because all he could hope for at the end was hope for some swagger hacks. And unfortunately for him, hacks didn't really help him out, but fortunately for me, Braviary was able to finish off the job. Also very good about this team is that it's very fast paced, so if you're a bit impatient, this team is definitely for you. But there are certainly some problems with this team, and let's see why. So 3 problems with this team are rocks, it's flimsy, and it's a bit risky. I'm trying to avoid rocks as much as possible in this game. I have a pretty nice defensive core of Piloswine and Wartortle, but it is certainly not perfect. And I'm just trying to predict here. I want to get some rapid spins off because I don't want my pokes to take too much hazards because it is hyper offense. And so I'm trying to predict Toxic to get that Golurk a bit ruined with the residual damage, but it's never happening because he's making the right plays of going to Garbodor, and I'm just not lucky enough to get the burn. Eventually I do go into Braviary and I'm going for the Brave Bird, and like I said, it's risky because here I realized that Primeape is scarfed. I wasn't thinking it was because his Jinx was, but I guess it turned out to be. But yeah, I'm able to come in with Scolipede. Unfortunately, Golurk is just so bulky that even at +2, a Stab Mega Horn won't do it. But the biggest play is that Primeape gets the crit on my Piloswine. And that is huge because even if it was Adamant, I know it's scarfed, so it would have done at most 60%, and it did 67% with the crit, so it certainly mattered. I could have went for the EQ and finished it off, but unfortunately that was not the case. So it does show how flimsy this team is though, because without Piloswine, you saw that Primeape was able to just tear half of my team apart and just finish off the game. So it's all about prediction, it's pretty risky, watch out for those hazards, but yes, I definitely recommend trying hyper offense in any tier really, as it's very useful and you put a lot of risk in, you get a lot of reward. I actually laddered with this team a ton, and as you can see here, I made it to the top 100 finally. Actually, this battle was the second last battle that I've been laddering with, and I actually faced a guy who was in the 2060s. This brought my score up 25 points into 1900 exactly, so my goal of being in the top 100 has been achieved, at least as I was uploading this. So who knows what'll happen after I upload this or when you see it, but hopefully NU will still be a great tier for me. Hopefully it'll be great for you guys as well. So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, sub, and until later, peace.